Good evening, traders. Welcome to episode 104 of TA with me, Mitch Ray. I understand you could be doing anything right now, but you're choosing to spend that time with me, and we're going to do some technical analysis. Very grateful for that. Happy Wednesday evening, or maybe Thursday morning for others, because crypto is global and 24/7, and all that. Okay, so Bitcoin, when we got off the day stream, we had not broken out yet, but sure enough, as soon as that day candle closed and a new one began, that was it. And we broke out. I wouldn't call it really you call it a breakout because it is literally above a downsloping trend line that was once a resistance. Okay, we can say that. But it never, that is like the term for it, a breakout, but it never really broke out in terms of, look, it like pretty much closed at or below it, especially on there are other charts that show this too. And then it just opened outside of it. And then you started pumping. So, and the volume is incredibly mediocre. If you just had this volume like here, and you're like, okay, all you can see is this volume right here. Where did we break out? And you'd be like, I don't know, man. Seems all mediocre to me. That's a problem. It's not really good. Okay, so it's nice that we're outside, but that on volume that's so scrubby like this, you can almost guarantee that we're going to use that 50 MA as some sort of resistance. Okay, and I've got these fibs still like that, like this, like I have it now, where we had a swing low to swing high, where we could see the retrace levels, and we, pivoted off the 786, talked about it numerously today, talked about it in Patreon chat a lot. Possible partial decline, yes. Also using the downsloping heart line of the channel that we're in, this downtrend, bounced off of it, continued bouncing off of it, and the 786, so very strong levels of support right here. Gave us, confidence to believe there was a higher chance of breaking to the upside than the downside. It's posted on Twitter, whatever. So just a lot of good stuff was going on, better than bad, and here we go. We're outside of that, out of the descending broadening wedge on no volume. So chances are what might happen, we might start developing a much larger, different pattern of some sort, okay? So think about it, we break to the upside, we make our proper retraces, then we break down. Hey, maybe you got some sort of wedge or something. I don't know. We need more data. But for now, all we can say is, yeah, we're out. We did it. Yay. We did it.
Please clap.
I mean, it's that big of a breakout. It's like a Jeb Bush, please clap, So not to be party pooper, but, we like staying grounded in here. We don't like getting over euphoric on stuff that really doesn't need to be, praised as much. All right, so that's Bitcoin. You had the bullish divergence. Then you were making higher lows. You were sustaining your positive momentum. It started building up again, and then there you go. So this is it, man. Some crazy stuff happened today. Apple unveiling a bunch of new phones and products and all that, and big sell-off on news. GVT, it seems, once the day ended, decided to start tanking, retracing, hit that 236, and is now pulling back pretty hard. Not on much volume. AMD on the year is at 207% gains. Twitter taking another beating. Snapchat getting wrecked. Social media, oh man, just not looking good. Semiconductors looking bad. Micron got another downgrade. So across the market, depending on where you are, could be good, could be bad. Pot stocks are insane. Tilray, what was it up to? 107 or something? 108? Maybe even more at this point. After hours trading, it was going kind of nuts too, I think MK said. So yeah, across the market, a lot of different crazy action going on. Very fun stuff, man. Always fun. Let's take a look at chat, see how everyone's doing today. Or tonight, wherever. What's up, Mr. Magoog, man? Carol I. Coffee for Crypto, Irwin Coffee. You want the best coffee? Irwin Coffee. Oh yeah, man. What's up, Colonel Chapman Kappa? Yep, hot's on the list. Got it for you, man. Appreciate the kind words, Ryler. Hello, Mario, the Koopa Troopa Master. Garcia wants GVT, as we just... Yeah, man. Yeah, dude, for sure. Hey, Moss. Third Eye Trader. Good to see you, man, on Twitch. Remember, if you want to change my lighting up, feel free to hit that exclamation mark and the color of your desire, of your choosing, if you're on the Twitch platform. And remember, when this live stream goes off air, I know it's sad to even think about it right now being so early in the show, but when the show ends, maybe it doesn't end. The conversation never ends when you join our Discord. Posting the links to that in the chat right now. I have too much fun with this, man. Oh, man, this is just, I don't know. What's up with the conductor, man? MK. Jesus chimes for the Jesus peoples, alright? Can we look at Kron? Of course, man. Respect. What's up, Magic the Krakening? Welcome. With the dank memes, always. Go look at Lisk, Ryler, if you want, man. If you're going to use your one wish on Lisk, so be it. I'm only the genie.
What up, Elray? Things are doing things. Could one step off the sidelines to jump in and out short term on a few beanie babies? Want to make some coin with staying verse wrapped. Thank you.
Well, no, I hear you. You know, it looked pretty good. You know, the conditions were kind of right for a break to the upside on Bitcoin, but really disappointed in the volume. I thought that one was, I was pretty confident about us breaking to the upside as of last night, but I don't know how high we're going to go, man. Again, on this volume, you could touch that 50 MA and scrub out these other coins that are all, you know, running to the upside. What are they all doing? They're all making lower highs than their previous highs. It's just a proper retrace, probably before more blood on a lot of these alts, okay? I know it's just when you get like 12 to 16 hours of just pure green, you get the itch, right? You just want it so bad, but it's like, man, it's just such a super bear trend for all these altcoins, right? And they're just making scrubby, low volume, lower highs. They just all look gross, man. It's maybe a scalper's dream last night, but I don't know, man. For a swing trade, GVT was pretty good. I mean, we've been talking about GVT for months, though. That was even a Patreon thing, you know, with all the 3 different areas of value, and it was in between our last area of value. Right next to it before it started bouncing, finally. So, it's a good question, Mr. Damn Man. Crypto-wise, I don't know how far we're going to retrace. I don't know if this is the major swing low. It may or may not be. It doesn't really look like it. I'm just looking at my utility monitors, and yeah, everything's just lower highs. So I get what you're saying, though, man. You were saying. But thanks for the $5 contribution. We're going to look at more and more coins as the night goes, Mr. Damon, man. So if you keep staying tuned in, we're going to be looking, all right? Scouting and scoping like we do all the time. Hello, Sarah Bell, JD, BC Miner, man. What's up, man? Quality Control, hello. There's Zachary Schneider. I was looking for the Easter eggs on the screen. We had the Snapchat today. Snapchat getting wrecked, man. Nerdy Ninja wants VET, the USDT. Sure, man. Hello, Mr. Canatomo. Neo for Sarah. Litecoin for Hector. Breakout or bull trap, he says. Not feeling so good. Man, it wasn't a good time to short last night, especially if you were in stream. I mean, were you here last night, Mr. Meme? Because, dude, that was never something we talked about as a good idea, right? Shorting. Why would you short making a higher low, showing tons of rejection? A higher low than your previous low, with positive momentum sustained after bullish divergence on both oscillators, after a huge breakdown. Hello, Mr. Magoo. He'll be in here in spirit, I guess. That's good, man. Iconic wants Tesla. Sure, man. No problem. Hey, Harry Paperman. Holy crap, the music's so loud. I'm so sorry, guys. And gals.
I feel the same way. I wanted to jump in on Leo before he dropped $2. No volume. Fearful.
Oh, dude, the volume.
Leo. Only because my dad made me.
My dad made me, man.
Is that a joint?
Choo 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 ding 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 choo choo.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Is the choo-choo train coming? The Jesus chime choo-choo train? All aboard, tip jar station? I don't know. I'm still getting better at the whole choo-choo train storyline. Mr. Conductor, thanks for the 420, and Mr. Damon, thanks for the 10 friggin' dollars on the evening. If you take a look in the jar right now, you can clearly see a new emoji for the 420 contributions. As you can see, it morphs from the Tesla logo into the pot leaf. Freaking hilarious. Elon has been...
Is that a joint?
Probably can't because of stock limits, right?
I mean, it's legal, right?
Totally legal.
Comma steam locomotive. Clinking beer mugs.
Clanking beer mugs. Mr. Conductor, thanks for the $4.20. The Jesus Man, thank you, dude. I'll drink to that. My coffee. Irwin coffee. Iconic, that's quite an image. Quite a way to articulate a green candle. The way you did at 11:05 Eastern. Okay, we will put Bitcoin Scam Diamond on the list, okay? Sure, it's there. It's on the list. Yeah, Caroline, we'll get to XRP. It's always looked at beginning of the show. Hello, J-Rock, era. Light's not working? Man, I just reset them. Well, I know there's an update that I would have to reset my whole PC to do. Oh, what? Oh, I must have been exiting out of it, the program, and I opened it up too fast. Okay, it now is ready to roll. Do your worst, Twitch faithful, with the lighting. All right? Thanks so much. It's so scary. Hello, Sophie. Good to see you. Thanks. It's like you said thanks and kangs at the same time. Accidentally, Sophie. Hey, Mitch Gray from Stray, my doppelganger. Hello, Spike. When is the next theme night? When we hit 1,500 subs. We're currently sitting at 1,331 at this moment. Is this a big breakout? Not at all. This is you could almost call it not even a breakout, right? It's like it's a breakout because it broke, but in actuality, it's very scrubby. All right, it's a breakout in the most technical term. You want some Snapchat, JD? Who wouldn't? We looked at that today. Just terrible. Scrub trend too. Bear trend. Yep, Gabriel XRP. We're gonna get it, man. Hello, Anthony Rosano. Possibly MK. Very possible. Now, triangle-wise, I'm not sure, because remember, when you drew that triangle, that small little triangle or pennant, I don't think you're able to plot that because we don't have the swing high yet, right? We don't have that. So, but maybe you look at the daily from back on August. It's a lot of white space, but you know, I mean, I guess we'll look at the daily. All right, and we'll look at that. Okay, just give me a second. Let me get through this chat, and we'll keep it rolling. Hello, Jeremy Ragsdale. Thanks for tuning in. Nick says maybe it's a fake out, possibly. Hello, Joel B on Twitch as well. A lot of Twitch peoples here tonight. Excellent. Next stop, episode 1000. How about episode 104 or 105? That'd be tomorrow night. Hey, Sean Kaiser, thanks for the sub on YouTube, the Jesus Man. Welcome. Hey, General Specific, man. Nick Brabot, are we going to be Kangs? We're kind of Kangs. Because we just used some variables to help us make a decision on what to be confident on the next step being, and the next step being maybe a break to the upside, and we're getting that little break to the upside. So that's good. Mega Kangs. Hello, Boston Alpha. Good to see you, man. Dave Jones. Lee Plot, 32. And I look at I6, yeah, I can put I6 on the list. No problem, man. Okay. Dang, that's very unfortunate, Mr. Meme. Might want to set an alarm clock for that one then. Yeah, it's all good, man. Well, that's fine. Higher lows on the chart. Yeah, higher lows than your previous lows. Higher lows than your previous lows. But, and higher highs than your previous highs, but not higher than other highs in the chop. So, but Ryan Neal, power being destroyed, yeah. Because it's in a bear trend, one mine army. On the list. My God, everyone wants every single crypto on the planet tonight. It's just one of those evenings. Oh my God. Volume is as SE as the Canes. Hey, those Canes gonna have a run for their money tomorrow or on Saturday. Who are they playing again? Scrub team. And Vegas doesn't think they will win by much, if at all. So, hey, Drawn, what's up, man? Hello, Conda. Luke, hello. You're very welcome and happy to have you, man. Thank you for your support, okay? Yeah, maybe so. Power to Achieve says the ETF balked Citigroup and Bank of America cryptocurrency patent custody regulation. Those decisions in the coming days and weeks could push Bitcoin to another level. If you want to just keep giving me news snippets to read, I don't know, man. I'll just do some ASMR, I guess, with that, right? Hello, Wanna Bet. Glad you made it. And Crypto Cracker, thanks for tuning in. All right. So we got through chat. But for Bitcoin, we have not gotten through this super scrubby short-term bear trend. Yes, the downtrend with anchor points 1 and 2, 8,500, 7,400, and our bottom anchor points back from August 14th at 59 and 6,000. 5,900, 6,000. Okay, so with that being plotted, you can clearly see how strong we were at that heart line. Seems we rejected prices below it, at least for the time being. So let's go to Ethereum, take a look at a very, very scrubby performing crypto for the year of 2018. Okay, I guess we can just do this thing. Yes, that's this thing. In the short term first, to try to build up everyone's hopes. With the sim triangle, huge breakout. Made the measure move of that sim triangle easy, 218, 64. Then we decided to almost double it. We had one touch point, one breakdown, ran up. That's where we found a flag, possibly a bear flag, then broke out of it very easily. Came down, so you have a pivot point 1, 2, and 3, the rule of 3, like you saw in Ripple. And now we're breaking the upside. And now we're breaking out of the downward sloping little channel flag. Good for you. What the conductor? Oh, it feels so good. Oh my God.
The conductor tipped $50. Thank you for everything you have taught me. Just trying to show my appreciation too. Cheers, brother. Rocket, steam locomotive, clinking beer mugs.
Dude. The conductor, man. Thanks so much for the multiple 420s and now the big 50, man. I can't wait till we figure something out with Binance Coin. I know it's just down the list of the emoji balls, but we'll get there, man. Thanks so much, dude. Really do appreciate that. God. Thank you, man. Choo-choo indeed. That's a big choo-choo right there. That was like a huge... whatever, the biggest train that you could see. All right. So what happened, man? Pivot point 1, 2, 3, low, lower low, lowest low, low, lower low, lowest low, lower levels of negative momentum every single time. MACD, triple MACD, bullish divergence. RSI, bullish divergence, at a critical area of support at the 1414. At the bottom trend line of our very large downtrend, this channel that we've been in since Cinco de Mayo, got the bounce. But if you zoom out, you can't even see the bounce we're getting. That's how pathetic things are for Ethereum. And then we'll zoom out a little bit more so you don't get too euphoric again. Oh, okay. So we were looking at some meteor hitting one of Mars's moons. We zoomed out, saw, you know, Mars itself and the moon of Mars, and now we zoomed out and we're looking at the whole solar system, and it's terrible. It's terrible. Okay, so super bearish for 2018, and just because you're making a bounce now, and you may run up even more. Okay, you definitely could run up even more. Volume's picked up for sure. Someone was saying Bitcoin volume and Ethereum volume are much different at this time. I'd have to agree. Yeah, it's a lot more, but maybe people are trading the Ethereum pairs. Yeah. Well, how about probably? They definitely are. Okay. And that's probably going to have something to do with volume. Okay. All right, that's it, man. In terms of a target, I think that the 50 MA is going to be a critical resistance. Also, if we have found our major swing low, we would just go ahead and keep it simple with our fibs. Swing high to a swing low, and anywhere between 219 and 250 would be a common retrace. Nothing wrong with that at all. Something to look at though, what we plotted today. And again, it's not really that crazy or anything, but if you think about it like this, look at it like this. Touch point 1 here, 2, and now 3, and then you have touch point 1 and 2 up here, and then 3 and 4 and a bunch right here. I mean, this does look like, you know, and it's probably not a strong wedge, but you can definitely see from here to here to here to here to here, downward sloping price contraction, and you know the wedge signifies that downward sloping price contraction, and so it's normally a reversal, but you know. That's another, but that's right at the 50% retrace up there, that resistance. So we could run, again, your target's probably, if that was the major swing low, we start making major retraces, you're looking between, again, 219 and 250. That's the area to watch if this truly is not an extreme scrub out. Okay, I hope that helps. Okay, man, I guess we'll zoom out here first. This is a same story, different day for most regulars, but for the newer people, Ripple is in a downtrend. Downtrend extends back to 420, but don't think that's it. You know, we just had a few weeks of euphoria in the altcoin spring that was caused by the largest short squeeze in the history of Bitcoin. You zoom out even further, even scrubbier. Since then, it's been pain and despair. And look at this. This is what's so nice. Just like Ethereum, huge breakdown. Pivot point 1, 2, 3. Triple MACD, bullish divergence. It is at critical areas of support. Downward sloping as well as horizontal line, just like Ethereum was seeing with the 1414 and its downward sloping trend line of its channel. And then you also had RSI, bullish divergence here, as you did on Ethereum. And this is what Ethereum did from there. Nice impulse up. Will we get that with Ethereum? Possibly. Hey, Luke. Hey, thanks for the sub on YouTube, man. Appreciate that. Jeez, man. So, you know, similar stories in time. History, man. A descending triangle is what we formed after running up, retracing 50% of the way from a previous swing high. And then from there, set ourselves up for lower prices. We sure as heck got them on pretty decent elevations of volume, and we came down, found our lowest low at the measured move of the actual triangle. That was the lowest low we've seen so far. From there we pivoted, touch point 1 and 2 on the bottom, and then 3 on the top, soon approaching that downward sloping resistance, as well as the 50 MA. As well as you'll have some resistance here anyway, because the horizontal line resistance, right? That candle body high close way back from 2017, right? All the way back from November of 2017. It's like Thanksgiving or something. So same type of stuff, man. Same type of stuff. Let's. I think we already did this. Wait. Guess we didn't. We just have to make an adjustment. Okay, so where would be our common retraces here if this was in fact truly the bottom, the major swing low for now? Common areas of retrace would put you at between 29.24 cents and 31.6 cents. That's your common retrace zone. But it's uncertain if we will make it that high. You had some decent volume that came in that elevated you above the 20 MA, but you're still below tons of areas of resistance. A willpower. Hey, I get it, willpower. It'd be an awesome real life name to have, dude. Oh my god. Thanks for the sub on YouTube. Hey, E8 Stewie, thanks for the sub on YouTube. The Jesus Man, welcome, dude. Welcome, everyone. Hope you're staying dry. Hurricane Florence is coming. Can we get a status update on Hurricane Florence as it increased its wind speeds past 160 miles an hour? That would make it Category 5. What's the pressure looking like? If you look over in the Pacific, more specifically, the Philippine Sea, you have Super Typhoon Mangkhut. That is a Category 5, sitting at 165 miles an hour sustained wind speeds. And it is heading for the Philippines, northern Philippines, and onward. So the Florence is huge. There's a bigger fish out there on the other side of the globe. All right. Hence the hurricane and the rain and stuff. Oh my God. Screw this guy. Screw that. I don't want rain with my TA. Give me boring, scrubby stuff. Okay. Highest to high majority of channels will give you that. Thanks. Okay, the bullish divergence played out like the Jesus man, right? It did. Low, lower, low. Low, lower, low. Higher levels of relative strength, lower levels of negative momentum, signifying penny price action reversal. Bam. That's Ripple. Oh yeah. Let's go to Cron. Cron Connect. MK. My God, that is just so crazy, man. That's some sort of big old diamond. It looks like a diamond, right? Just all the chop in the world. I mean, you would have all the touch points you needed for a diamond, but okay, we're just gonna keep it simple and stay within the this little channel here, all right? Okay, we topped out right near that 1618 Fibonacci. And now we're back down. I guess we can get rid of these just for a moment. Okay, so look what we're doing. Remember, all I did, because I just don't have data at all, but lifespan inception, right? Touch point 1 and 2 on the bottom side, and then 3 on the top. Just plotted it like that. And we had broken out, right? We broke out. We're going to be kings. And now, with the, it seemed we had bearish divergence and it played out, then pivoted and ran up again. Dude, this is nuts. Then it showed another form of bearish. It had triple MACD bearish divergence, believe it or not. 1, 2, and then 3 down here. Holy crap. So it seems like it's all played out. And a pivot point would put you, you know, a possible pivot point is at 1072. Here's the thing though, look what you're doing. You're like, you have not fallen back into this little channel. I mean, I guess you fell, all right, one time, then closed at it, and then right back above it, bounced 1, 2, 3, 4 times. You bounced off this upper trend line of the channel we broke out of on extremely elevated levels of volume. So I don't know, man. It'll be interesting to see if we can hold that. So you're probably looking at some pretty decent areas. The bottom trend line of the channel that is upsloping, or kind of right where we're at, or things get worse. The 75% trend line of the fib channel puts you at 981, and then you got the 50 MA which would put you at 910, and at that point, starting to get a little scary because you've got, it seems, some pretty good support at 821. That is a really decent area of support. Okay, but if you just draw your trend lines for the horizontal line support, one sec, let me plot this. My music stopped, so forgive me. Okay, so your horizontal line support is at 1032 and 821. Then you have upsloping support, you know, a little bit above that at 1080. Okay, so there's a decent amount of entries to try to take a long position here. Okay, that's it, man. You're pretty close. Pretty close and good. Oh my God, this is so loud. It's really not for me on my side, but I can tell for the decibel levels that it's extremely loud, and I do apologize about that, alright? Okay, that's Kron. It's like hot pivoted a little bit. I just believe some sort of channel. Oh, we don't have that much data to draw from. I just did touch point 1 and 2 and then 3 on the bottom, and we had a wedge with bearish divergence and we broke out bearishly, but it seems we've decided to pivot off a fib node. I know you wouldn't use the fibs this way, but it's pretty clear there was a, if you redraw your fibs, there's probably going to be a fib right here. So the 1618 17 sats was what was held, and now we're attempting to make higher highs, attempting to get above the 20 and the 50 again on the 4 hour. And all your negative momentum's gone from this drop, which is a pretty good sign. You're back to neutral. So it'll be interesting to see if we pop to the upside. The volume, though, look at the volume, just keeps on dropping off, completely tapering off. But overall, still a short-term bull trend for now. All right. So that's it, man. That's it. Areas of upsloping support. Extend this out a little bit. All right, here around that 16 sat area. You don't want to fall below that. If you fall below 16 sats, you're most likely certainly coming down to 13 sats. And then look out below. If you don't hold 13 sats, you'll be looking at 11 and 9. Okay, and then who cares at that point? I don't even know, dude. This is just such a, I know you have volume here, but it's still a low volume scrub coin, dude. Look at the way the candles are. It's just, have fun with this, man. Have fun with this S coin. I know everyone makes $1 billion off S coins. I know, great. All right, man. I'll spend too much time on that. Let's go to GVT, BTC, the most beautiful looking falling wedge of the year of 2018 for cryptocurrency. Yes, don't argue. It's the most sexual one we've seen this whole year. So it gets like the crypto awards. Maybe we should have like, hey, just had an idea. We need to have a crypto awards, and how we're gonna generate different categories. And I'll dress up in like a tuxedo one day a year on stream, and we will have like a vote first off on what the category should be, what the you know, like dankest meme coin award of 2018 goes to, and then oh my god, man, would that not be hilarious and very fun experience for everyone? Chat, let me know if you want to have a cryptocurrency TA award ceremony once a year. Hit 1, 2 for no. All right, let's hear it. And I think one of the categories should definitely be the most sexual falling wedge award of the year, and it would be GVT, right? Excellent, excellent. Perfect, man. And then we can have like people come in on, like, I'll have like a private Discord, and then I'll pull one person in at a time, and they can like introduce the award. right? Like you would see in an actual like Grammy award show or something, just like just a faithful member of the community, and hopefully they would have something rehearsed and funny, and that would be it. How amazing! And we would obviously be getting S-faced on stream. Bradford, put that in my good idea folder. Oh my god. Alright, but anyway, I'm gonna get through the chat in a minute. Let me just analyze this thing real quick. Alright, falling wedge from March 8th. Downward sloping price contraction has been going on most of the year for this cryptocurrency. Had such a tremendous run up while all the other alts got destroyed, but as soon as the other alts like Tron and Verge and stuff started turning things around, started going to the upside, this thing started tanking. We knew it was going to happen. It inversed most meme coins. It was the bane of the meme coins, but since we've broken out at low areas of risk, if you look left, you see all the support over here. He had daily bullish divergence and other stuff too, but it seems we ran as far as the 236, 14,577 satoshis, and we've had hit a big brick wall there. But that's okay. That's not a big deal, man. Oh my god, we're pulling back. When you zoom out, it doesn't look too bad at all, and it's not bad. Let's form a bull pole bull flag combination, man, and be Kangs and run to 19,970. But I'm going to wait for that pattern development before I do stuff. That's right, do stuff. So let me adjust that to the top right there. So we're back testing the channel we broke out of. Okay. But ultimately, what's the main target? What's the goal? What's the goal of this wedge, man? Where we go? Well, the 50%, the 618. You have a primary target and a secondary target, 24,329 and 28,689. But please understand how long it took us to develop this pattern. You should put into account how long it might take us to get to these targets after this pattern took so long to mature. Its maturation process, if you will. Okay. That's your GVT being kings. Let me get this. Let me do this thing, man. Let me do it. Oh, we need a weather alert? Oh, no. You're saying it is a weather alert. Absolutely, Caroline. Anytime, man. Anytime. Wonder why you didn't pop up on the screen when you clicked sub, Greg Hassan. Oh no! Bradford! Can we get 2 people to unsub real quick? So just 2. I just need 2 people to unsub. Don't do anything crazy. Don't everyone at the same time. Just unsub. But look, we were looking for a screenshot. We couldn't get one. I was 2 in the zone of the TA. 1339. We were looking for 1337 to be kings, man. It's a legendary number. Oh, that's 3. We need 1 more. Okay, just 1 person resub real quick. Just 1 person. Just 1. Be reluctant and wait. Okay, still sitting at 1336 now. Okay. We're screwed. I don't know. Mine's still saying 1336. Oh, no. Now we're at 1335. This isn't going to work. This is not going to work. We should have done this in a controlled setting. Controlled climate. I guess I'm screwed. Somebody just feel free to keep your eye on the YouTube page and screenshot 1337 if it ever happens again. So go ahead and just resub. Screw it, man. Just screw it. Is it past 160? Are you talking about Florence or Mingut? Up. No, that's 1336. Crap. Just gotta keep my eye on it. Excellent Beach Life. He's addicted to Pure Indigo. That's the song you don't know about the In My Bed. That song that I would play all the time. It's the theme song. I can't get this camera right, man. If I'm moving, I'm normally screwed. And we're back to 1339. Great. Whatever. It doesn't matter. So, Doji Skywalker, thanks for the resub. Which is mine. Thanks, dude. Okay, all kinds of... LBLT, welcome back, man. We missed you. We missed you so much. Hey, Francisco, man. Thank you so much, dude. Dude, we're gonna... Wow, we just lost 4 more subs. Don't worry about it, y'all. Okay. I think we've overloaded the Matrix. Ask Neo. What have I told you? You're screwed. Insert Morpheus. Not morphine. Don't get any ideas. Okay, this crypto awards thing, we're going to take the ball, run with it, and we're going to make it legendary, dude. I'm going to get like, everyone is going to get S-faced off champagne that night. Okay. We're going to be playing like crazy, you know, whatever, Dean Martin or something weird for it. Yeah, well, I don't know. We might just use the Discord for the polling meme, Mr. Meme. Hoyer, having a good night. Matt Thompson, what does Hoyer mean? I just don't understand. The Scrub Award Speech Life. The Scrubbies, says Doug. The Scrub Coin Awards. Will it be known as the Scrubbies? That's a good idea. That's a good question, man. For SEO purposes, we might keep it as the Crypto Awards and have Scrubbies in parentheses. We should do the event on the 10th of December each year. The day the world said bit who? Huh. Interesting. Sorry, we're 1336. The Dirtiest Scrub Award goes to Fun or Vibe. I think Vibe probably takes the cake. Hello, Garcia Vega. Crap, my music. Thanks for the unsubs and resubs. The unsubs intensify. Exactly. Yeah. Oh my god. Get ready for Viking night. Oh god. Going to. I think Chart Guys recommended that. They're like, if we all pull together, we can get ready to go Viking again. Hello, Planet Goku. We got it, man. We got it. Thanks so much for all the help. We as Kangs. Uber elite, alright? So go ahead and go crazy now. Go in absolute insane on subbing. Sub away to 1 billion. I know you can do it. Will you drive me through the World Wide Web, Caroline? Oh my god. Can't get a SUI. Surfing under the influence. Surfing the World Wide Web, of course. Some kids may not know what surfing even is in that sense. Okay, so GVT is Kangs. List just needs a minor adjustment. You sound like a chiropractor. Okay, super scrubby downtrend on Lisk. Touch point 1 and 2 and 3 came up, could not sustain prices for long above that heart line at all. Since then, we've broken down, and we broke down, lost from the bottom, lost probably about 85% of our value. As you can see, we, you know, just broke to the upside a little bit. That's fine. Watch what happens when we adjust. I'm sure it'll make more sense. Oh, it's going to make lots of sense. It's going to make tons of sense, man. Now we have even more touch points. So now testing the heart line and breaking back above the 786. But again, huge retrace. Lost so much of your value from that pump. J-Rock, era, thanks so much for the sub. No cheeseburger kangs for you, man. What's wrong with this thing, man? It's like too low. This little stiff thing, yeah, stiff thing. It's giving me all kinds of problems. Why does this thing suck so bad, dude?
Crypto Kai, strike first. Could you check out CVSI, please? Looks like you are short on
Marijuana's bad.
Please clap.
Thank you so much, Billy Lang, for the $5.15. The jizz, man. Thanks so much. Yeah, we'll look at CVSI momentarily. All we wanted to do is just take a look at the LISC. Making higher lows for now than the previous lows, but still very much bearish. This is the main thing to take from this. This is something you should see that makes more sense than anything in the short term. Gotta understand, sure we had an uptrend. The uptrend ended with an uptrend in a huge bear trend. Jumping my gun, thanks for the sub on YouTube. The juice man, thank you, dude. So now we're in a little downtrend. In an overall downtrend. Alright. So I'm surprised we didn't come down and pivot to the 25% trend line of the fib channel tool. We were so close. So close. But we just make an adjustment to the little false breakout crap, and it served us well, and just got a death cross on the 9th September of this month. And the volume sucks. And you're in a bear trend. And I'm uncertain if we will break to the upside. Okay, man, this is just no real good positions. I mean, look, you could go long. Maybe if we come down to the 1272 at some point, or the 1414, we come on down to the bottom trend line again, which is possible. Okay, very possible. It's LISC, man. Sorry, it's as scrubby as most of the rest. That's not what I'm looking for. Oh wait, well, I don't know why I'm going to vet. My bad, dude. Hold on. Jeez, man. Just crazy, dude. Crazy stuff. Nice little double bottom. Steve Pifferman. Thanks so much for the sub on PifferTube. The Jizzman. Pattern wise, I don't know, man. I don't really know like what you're doing right now. Okay. Like we had a trend, we broke out of it. We are currently testing. Look, we gapped up on scrubby volume. We after that we came and tested the 50 MA, used it as support, held above the 2618 Fibonacci extension, making extremely lower highs than our previous highs. Seems like, dude, I just don't know how you're going to make a higher high than this after this extreme break to the upside like that. I don't know how you're going to do that. Well, hey, nicest spike of positive momentum you've literally ever seen. But your price action was lacking. It was left wanting. This is just a lot of chop, man. And I don't really know what kind of charting I can do here. It's just so extreme. I mean, look. Let's try to just clean it up a little bit. I mean, you're clearly in an uptrend, right? Doing anything like that, it's just so weird, man. It doesn't really help you do anything. Now that might make sense, the heart line, right? So then we could maybe use our fib channel tool. Okay, that makes sense right there. Angle of ascent. Disregard the stupid wick there. Why would we disregard the stupid wick? Because we can see clear levels of respect on the 25% trend line. Now the heart line. You can see us actually testing this heart line here too. And really, you know, you're kind of respecting the heart line here, even though we're not using this back here because we said 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 on the bottom, just 1 on the top. Okay, so definite uptrend, but it looks like we're having issues at that heart line. And fib wise, we can do our swing out of swing low. So you're right above that 50% retrace. Okay, so you're if you have an impulse down, remember this is bullish, so it's not as crazy, it's not as reliable as in a bear trend, but you are within that that zone of retrace, that common retrace zone between the 382 and the 618, between 466 and 583. So it'll be interesting to see if we can break above the heart line of the fib channel tool, as well as the 618 at $5.83. We can break that. Might have a nice chance to run up and try to test all-time highs. Okay. Hey, Avin. Go pass, man. Thanks for the sub on YouTube. Jesus, man. Thank you, dude. Really appreciate all the new subs. New and old. Whatever. Everyone. Men, women, and children. When back taxes, B-Trail? You owe the IRS back taxes. Alright. So that's all I can tell you, man. Telling you the retrace level, telling you maybe the way the market is interpreting this trend that is upsloping, which is bullish. Okay. And I think this is going to help us. We're setting up our parameters for the future. So now we've got all this room to run up and down, up and down, up and down. That helps us a lot. So now it's a done deal for now. I just don't see why would you use the wick? That's the whole point of this tool. You find out what makes the most sense. What's being respected the most. Nothing makes sense when we plot the top touch point. When we use the top trend line, this is the anchor point. Doesn't make sense. This makes plenty of sense here though. Okay. CVSI. Bullish trend at the heart line after a huge impulse down. But double bottomed, upsloping double bottom. Now let's go to vet. Wonder how vet Moonboy's feeling after the retrace today. Oh, look how the TA is continuing to be respected. How was it respected, Ray? Well, you had the rising wedge, broke out bearishly. That was number one. Huge exhaustion flag after a big impulse. Exhaustion flag, exhaustion pattern.
You should really have Doge tipping.
Hey, Uriah, thanks for the $13.44 of Ethereum, the cryptocurrency contribution. Really do appreciate that, man. I should really have Doge tipping. I mean, I could probably just post my Doge address in chat. I don't think it'd be a big deal, but you're not going to get TTS like you just saw. No one will get. You're not going to get recognition, and I probably won't even know that I got Dogecoin, right, for a while. I guess I might get an email that it was sent to my account, but you know, TTS is fun, man, right? So anyway, dude, thank you so much, man, for the crypto contribution. Big deal. So that was one way we respected the TA. We broke out bearishly of a bearish pattern. Not only that, from the widest areas of the wedge from the breakout, we measured 1.162 cents. We literally touched it. I mean, we touched it, and that was it. Created that indecision, that doji. No pun. Doji. And, I mean, you can make the argument that that was some sort of three white soldiers reversal pattern, for sure. But we just got a double top right there at the 200 MA, at the down sloping resistance of our channel, our new channel, right? What happens? A trend ends, a new one begins. So go ahead and plot it so you get the scope of vision you need to determine if we break those trends, when we break those trends, right? And that's it, man. That's it. Positive momentum's okay, I guess. Not anything. Volume scrubby. What you'd want to do here is break the upside on high volume, but I don't know if that's going to happen, especially after what we just saw on the 4 hour. A double top, a tweezer double top. Gross. And a bearish inside bar to boot. Okay. That's your V-chain doing things. Not necessarily things that we might want to see on the chart. Absolutely, Billy, man. Thanks again for the contribution, man. Let me scroll up a little bit, okay? And read some chat. I'm not sure about that Planet Goku. The TA is not telling us it's a very good spot, literally right now. Wow. Volatility on my KBS. Stabilize. Okay, looks better now. Okay, might be okay. Desi wants ADA. Okay. On the very long list. Hello, Adam C. Patch Notes CX in the chat. CX stock, depends who you ask, man. Okay. If I say we're going up, I'm going to get a hate appreciation thread. If I say we're going down, hate appreciation thread. Patch notes, I don't know. Right? I don't know, man. Ice getting out all the, I wouldn't call them leeches, but all the people of his house. That was a good move for the stock, probably, right? What about gender neutral, Nick Brabant? What in the world are y'all talking about? That's right, Mr. Cantemo, exactly. Oh my god, how in the world is it time for your local on the 8s? Crazy stuff, man. Let's go to Bitcoin. 4-hour candle body, a new one, has been born. Here it is. Oh, how we tested, or got very close to test. Yeah, pretty much tested that 50 MA, wicked off of it and closed, showing a little bit of rejection, but volume's pretty meh. So it'll be interesting to see where we go. If we come and back test this down sloping trend line, that'd be interesting. Or if we just pump. With low volume, it's tough to say. But ultimately, remember the measured move of this pattern was at 67.60, I believe. I'm trying to recall from memory. I know we did it earlier. So the fact that we know, let's just say it keeps going, right? Say we got that major swing low in. Let's go ahead and get rid of our old fibs because it's not relative to the situation anymore. It was great. It served us very well. We bottomed out at the 786. Awesome. Thank you so much, Fibonacci. We love you as a support. But we don't need you anymore. Not yet, anyway. We might. We'll get you back soon. Here's our new fibs. Swing high to major swing low. Currently, not only are we wicking off, yes, wicking off the 50 MA, we're also wicking off the 236. So you got to break that. Have to. Convincingly. And then what's your next goal? Looks like the 200 MA that's confluent with the 382 at 66.05. If we can break that, then you're going to have adversity at the 75% trend line of the down sloping fib channel tool, the channel. If you can break those, my God, you're going to be bloody, but you'll probably make it all the way up to the 67.60 area, which is exactly what I was just talking about, the measured move of this pattern. The measured move, the widest areas from the breakout. That was 425, whatever. Area, whatever. Yeah, 425, right at the 50% retrace. Crazy stuff, man. Crazy stuff Positive momentum has continued building, but volume has not done anything really. Just stayed average. Good God, man. Syed Khan says, come you... Oh, I thought you were saying, come you stalkers. And then you're like, oops, slackers. No, let the stalkers come and like. Okay. Man, drinking this coffee screws me. I mean, it keeps me amped for this show, which I have to have. I gotta have coffee before stream and during stream. But like, man, when I get done, I'm still all like... It's powerful, man. It's powerful coffee. Irwin coffee, man. Oh my God, Bitcoin, Beach Life. Yes. Are you scared? You should be. Hey, yeah, that's right. CX loop. CX indeed. Yes, Ice Poseidon. Yes. You never know who's part of the Purple Army. Okay, you never know. Win Moon Tech, Win Moon indeed. Well, this was Moon. This was definitely Moon. It was just inverse Moon. Oh, King Logan with the Kappas, man. King Logan indeed. Oh yeah, Tech, man. Thanks for the sub on YouTube. Welcome. Welcome to the channel. Hope you're having a wonderful evening as we get through this midday mark of the week. That's right, Irwin Coffee. Yes. All the coffees in the world. Tom Johnson, CX, man. Welcome. The Jesus man. Crash out after... Yeah, that's why... I guess that's why, like... I don't know, I'll drink the coffee, then it's like after 2 hours of streaming, it's like, okay, I need a beer. So it's just like, it's gonna like, just... It like neutralizes me, I guess. It'll be good, you swear, JD? Okay, anyway, so that's Bitcoin. You have adversity here. I have an alert set up. If we hear a beep tonight, oh my goodness, we could be breaking to the 382 at 6605. Truly, because if you break that, I would say 6460 area on just a little bit of volume, easy run up to 6605 that quick. Okay, let's go to Ethereum, the Ultra Instinct Scrub coin. On Coinbase. Okay, symmetrical triangle, broke out bearishly, hit the measure move of the pattern at 218, 64, redundant. From there, found a pivot point, ran up, made a minor swing high. Pivot point 1, 2, 3, the rule of 3, just like we saw with Ripple. Triple MACD bullish divergence on the third pivot point at critical areas of support that were downward sloping and horizontal. The 1414 at 169.56. And we also had RSI, bullish divergence. A lot of indicators giving us a reason to believe we would be busting the upside sooner. It seems we have broken out on... Look, the volume's been pretty elevated since we started chopping, consolidating, right? The impulse down, then a lot of chop that shows exhaustion on the chart. Got tired, and that's why we're breaking the upside. Gonna test that 50 MA. Well, first you're gonna test the 236. 236 is at 199.40. Then you got the whole psychological resistance at 200. Then above that you would be sitting at 208. That's where the 50 is, 50 MA. And then after that your 382 puts you at 219.10. If you truly weren't a complete and utter scrub, your common retrace area is going to be between 219 and 250. All right. All depends. All depends if this is the major swing low, and we're going to start making major retraces now, just like Bitcoin did when it lost 35% of its value in less than a month. And then ran up to between the 50% and 618 with a rising wedge with bearish divergence. People were saying we're still going to be kings. It's like, what are you talking about? How are we going to be kings here? We're not doing anything bullish. This is exactly what bearish stuff is. Bearish behavior after major swing lows are established. Of course it's cold, Robert Kirk. I acquired a taste for coffee in college long ago, man. Man, back in college before the K-Cups, I used to I'd have old coffee that was sitting out for a night, wake up, it was sitting in the pot still, I would just chug it out of the pot, cold. Who cares? Black. And now the coffee is gone. Speak of the devil, Robert. Okay. New movie called The Neutralizer. Yeah, man. Drink a coffee and then a beer. Do I think the bullish 3-line strike on the weekly will have any impact on Bitcoin, Blue? Do I think the bullish 3-line strike would have any effect? Hard to say, man. And it's so real. It's so real right now. But, dude, you are just so close to that coveted triple MACD bullish divergence on this time scale. But it's not technically, because we closed slightly, our candle bodies closed slightly higher than our previous lows. So it's bullish convergence in a way. But, man, it's a rare pattern, but it's very reliable. A very reliable pattern. And the thing about it, I don't know. Normally you want to see those at the top. So yeah, there's a possibility it could play out. It's a very significant, very rare pattern. It's a rare Pepe, okay? I mean, it's honestly, someone can correct me if I'm wrong with Bulkowski, but I think he said 3-line strikes are like literally one of the most, that and the rising 3 methods and falling 3 methods, those are just extremely rare. But when you see them, yeah, man, I mean, that is just textbook. 1, 2, 3, completely all 3 weeks were taken out in 1 week. So it's hard to say, man. You're showing just so much weakness for the bears on the MACD now. It's completely gone. And I guess on Bitrix I can't do it, but like on Bitfinex, we looked at it last time we saw something like this. And forgive all the lines, it doesn't scale well with different the different time scales. So this is all like 4-day, 1-day, stuff like that. Look, 1, 2, 3. Look, you just keep losing it. You're pretty much just going back to neutral now. Last time we did something like this was back when everything reversed, but the bear trend ended. But then we went through a year long after this. The bear trend ended, and then we went through this year-long no trend, up, down, up, down, up, down, for finding a double bottom on price, and then we shot to the upside, broke overhead resistance, and then formed a 5-month-long ascending triangle, which, that was our relay to the moon. That was our rocket ship that took us to 19,000 plus over the course of multiple years of bullishness. So, I do like the way this is looking on the weekly. I don't like the pattern, no, at all. It's terrible. So contradicting variables, Blue, is what you could call it. And it's not easy when you have contradicting variables. Okay, what could be happening right now? Exactly what we were thinking maybe on the daily. You're probably setting up for lower prices on the daily. Look, bear pull, probably going to form some sort of bear flag, wedge, whatever. You're probably going to run to your retrace levels, right? Retrace levels between 6,600 and 69.24. Yes, 69.24. Okay? We could, but if you're a scrubby flag, there's no telling when this thing will break down, because it is said that some of the best flags don't break above the 236. So what does this look like to you? Huge breakdown, elevated levels of volume, and then on scrub volume, you start floating on up over the course of days, very slowly but surely. You know what that is. Come on. Very, very... It's just this bearish price action on the daily right now. That's what we're getting. So I don't know if we're ever even going to make it to the retrace, the common retrace area. I don't know. But this was the scenario to begin with. We break down, we pivoted, we found our bottom. We think the temporary bottom, not the permanent bottom. The temporary bottom that would make us retrace, which we're getting now. and either we top out here or we go up to 66, 62. And then at that point, I'll be a little bit more confident that we might break to higher prices, but not much. And then we decide to break down to lower prices, and then that's what that's going to unlock for us is that weekly triple MACD bullish divergence. And here's what else is going to happen. This was theorized. I thought about this. We're talking about today, actually, looking at this daily time scale. Okay, so we're losing this negative momentum every day. We start retracing like that. Even if we just go neutral and sideways, we'll just keep on going back to neutral on the MACD. And then maybe if we just keep retracing, coming up to the 382 or the 50%, we'll go to a few positive histogram wicks. There won't be much. They'll most certainly be lower histogram wicks than our previous histogram wick island. And then we start tanking, and then when we tank, you're gonna have positive momentum, so it's gonna be tougher for when we start selling off to make negative momentum. But then you finally start making some negative momentum, and then it just turns out to be, you know, like whatever this happens like this, and then it ends up just being like this. All right, and then you get that coveted triple MACD bullish divergence on the daily. That would be legendary. Be so extremely exciting to see that. So we would almost welcome lower prices, but the lower prices would be not too bad. You know, you could see between 5,800 and 6,000, right? That wouldn't be too weird at all to get this type of stuff we would want to see to get ready for the moon, man. Okay. Because then the weekly would line up with the daily, with the triple MACD bullish divergence on both time scales. Holy crap. That's it, man. That's kind of what might come next. Okay. Ethereum bull trap, Park Place firm. We may very well be making our major swing low, and then we might start making retraces. I think we just talked about the retrace levels, but I'm kind of behind on chat too. So, yeah, I'm definitely behind on chat. Wow. Broccoli helps my body process caffeine. Interesting, Crypto Couple. Wow. Holy crap. Crypto Couple. Check him out on YouTube. A couple of crypto enthusiasts that are also a couple. I checked them out. I like them. I think they're cool. I dig them, and y'all should just see if you like them too, right? But yeah, appreciate the Life Pro tip on broccoli. Fantastic. Y'all are amazing. Hello, New Yorker. What happened? History. You don't see it? Okay, that's fine, man. Let me show you, man. If you're talking about what I'm talking about. Weekly. I think I know what you're talking about. I think you're talking about, when was the last time we saw this, man? See 1, 2, 3 like that? You gotta go back into, there it is. Aha, what? Here it is, New Yorker. This was back in 2014. As soon as we went back to neutral on the MACD on the weekly, we went neutral, we went sideways for about a year before things turned around to be Kangs. Okay. Go that helps. Anyway. Sorry, just getting everything scaled. It's not. Oh, it's a bunch of stuff. J-Rock, I can't click on the risky click of the day, man. The Scrub Award. Hey, Crypto Couple, are y'all just getting in here? We're going to be doing crypto awards. Okay? Sometime maybe in December, I think, where I dress up in a tuxedo or something, and we literally have all these categories, and we give out awards to scrubby cryptos. It's going to be epic. What does 3-line strike portend, Mr. Cantimo? It's a reversal pattern. It's weird. Here, I'll show you. I've got an example of it, even though we just looked at an example. This will be easier for you to see because it's like kind of like. I'll show you. Dude, these are so rare. They're not easy to find. I scoured the charts for this. Okay. Here it is. This is your, oops, your 3-line strike. You call this a bearish 3-line strike. Even though it's a bullish reversal pattern, it's just called the bearish 3-line strike. 1, 2, 3, boom. Where your last candle completely engulfs your previous 3 candles. And that triggers a reversal in price action. And if you flip this around, that's exactly kind of what Bitcoin did on the weekly, where you had 3 green candles and then 1 red candle that engulfed all 3, remember? And you call that the bullish 3-line strike. Weird enough, even though it's bearish. I hope that helps, Mr. Kanatomo. Let me know. It's very rare, but very reliable pattern, according to Bulkowski to Jesus Man. Okay. Pay our respects. Thanks, Blue Man. Appreciate that. It's going up, Real McCoy. Oh my god, we're gonna be kings on low volume. Oh, Sharpie thinks I'm good at talking, even though he has no idea if I'm profitable or not. You know, this show is about looking at coin requests, stock requests, currency requests, analyzing the charts. It's the chat's show. They are the ones that dictate the content. By the requests, I did the best I can to analyze those. Okay. It's kind of like the Weather Channel, but for charts. Okay. So no anyone needs to be any kind of threatened by me. Okay, I'm just here doing what I've been doing for 6 months, but you know, I've been studying charts for over 6 years. So a lot of aggression. My goodness, scrolling through chat. Moon baby, Urwalk says. I don't really see much of a moon, but sorry, RJ. Hopefully that helped. You asked about the 3-line strike. We articulated it to you. Uh-oh, Crypto Couple is advocating for broccoli. Oh my god. Dentacoin would be upset. Mohammed, Isa, thanks so much for the sub on YouTube. Jeez, man. Appreciate that. Welcome, BitMEX, ladies and gentlemen. Jeez, peoples. Awesome. Sorry, I'm just getting through chat. This is what I do. I go back and forth between chat engagement and chart analysis. We've looked at a good amount of charts today. Okay. Well, I mean, a lot today, but tonight, decent amount. Okay. Oh my god, thanks so much for the 209 people tuned in between Twitch and YouTube. Sometimes you don't even look at that. You just go with it. So I'm just trying to keep up with chat. We had reason to believe, Mohammed, that we were going to be going up right here. Based on the, okay, so in patterns, all kinds of patterns, you will get something called a partial decline or a partial rise. So in our descending broadening wedge pattern, we got that partial decline at the resistance, that downward sloping resistance, the top trend line of the descending broadening wedge. Normally when you get that descending, or excuse me, that partial decline, you have a very higher chance of breaking to the upside in this context. Just depends, because you can have a rising wedge, you can get a partial rise and then break out bearishly from that. So you know, just made a higher low too, so you can keep it simple. You don't have to even know what a partial rise is. You can just know pretty much the fundamentals of charts, knowing higher lows signifies rejection of lower prices. Therefore, the bots say, okay, there's too much demand down there. We've tested too many times and failed. It's time to move up. There's too much demand here. So we need to find out where there is no demand, and we'll keep running until we find that area. And currently, you know, we just kind of broke out on no volume, so not really that significant of a breakout. You know, measure move of this pattern we already discussed was around that 50% retrace. A little earlier in the show. I think some of y'all, a lot of y'all are here. We refibbed because we don't need the support fibs anymore. We're using target fibs, and The 236 shouldn't be too difficult to break above. It's normally your easiest one, but then you get to the retrace zone after bearish impulses. Okay, talking about it, beating a dead horse, whatever. This is, the candles only move so much, right? So the retrace zone between the 6600 and 6923 area. If you can break above the 236, that's where the market will be looking to reverse price action to the downside because your impulse was bearish on elevated levels of volume. And so far, all we're getting is scrub volume, nothing. Just like here, scrub volume the entire way up, bearish divergence towards the top of the wedge. You were in between the 50% and the 618 after your huge impulse down. It was no surprise in this stream where we going. You were forewarned. You knew we were going down, broke down, tremendous volume, okay? So anyway, same thing with Litecoin, Ethereum, and many others.
So maybe the bottom soon. Maybe. Interesting.
Kills Your Living, thanks for the $10 contribution to Jesus Man. I really appreciate that. Well, look, I mean, it seems like we probably made our major swing low for now. That's why we're fibbing from a swing high to swing low to find targets of where to go, right? So now bottom in soon. Remember, we just discussed the overall thing about the daily, right? We'll probably, maybe, if we can run up to the if we could run up between the 382 and the 618 on the 4 hour or the daily, whatever, we would then probably retrace, break down, maybe make lower lows than our previous swing low right now at 6100, and that will give us that triple MACD daily bullish divergence we are looking for, which would be wonderful. And then we'd be primed for legendary move up because we would then have that bullish divergence on the weekly and the daily, and at that time probably the 4 hour. So then all your very significant time scales will be lining up. It'd be like the literal stars aligning of bullish divergence. My God. So that's it, man. Good luck on this volume breaking above the 236 and the 50 MA. All right, those are the resistances you will be facing in the very, very short term. Okay. So that's it, man. Okay, Ethereum, super scrubby, but you know, whatever, man. The super scrub breakdowns finally find ways to retrace. Okay, huge sim triangle, broke out bearishly, hit the measure move. That's where we formed our little flag, bear flag, whatever you want to call it. And it's not pictured now because it just starts getting redundant and just too crowded on the chart. You start taking things off. The measure move of that pattern, of that bear pull bear flag combination, was at 160.07. We didn't hit it, which is fine because it didn't look like the most well-established flag at the time. So anyway, 3 impulses down, 3 pivot points down. Each pivot point you made a lower level of negative momentum. That was triple MACD bullish divergence. Triple MACD bullish divergence, the 1414 fib extension at critical areas of support. That's how you do it, man. That's how it works. You look for this stuff. Not only that, you had the RSI bullish divergence. You're looking for this with this with this with this exhaustion. Look, you have the impulse down. You always want to retrace, common retrace. A healthy form of consolidation after an impulse down is upsloping movement. We got none of that, really. We got a very small little pivot to the upside. That was it. That's not proper consolidation. You will get exhausted at some point, and it seems like the rule of 3, 1, 2, 3 got exhausted, the 1414. Now we're kind of breaking out of that little exhaustion flag that we've been seeing. It looks almost identical to XRP that we saw a couple weeks ago before we ran up and made a 50% retrace from a swing high to swing low. We ran all the way up to this node on XRP. Okay, so overall, though, who cares, right? Who cares? Because, well, the bulls don't go. Only bears care. Does any bull care? I don't think so. Only the delusional at this point. You zoom out, you can clearly see well-established downtrend. It's been going on since all-time highs at 1420. Yes, Ethereum got high on crypto, and now it's not high at all. It's at 190. Wow. Okay, so terrible performer. All these crypto euphoric, and your stock market, flip this chart over. Stock market kind of looks like this upside down. Okay, but hey, I'm happy that crypto exists because it's been a big gateway drug for a bunch of people in this community, getting them into stocks, letting them know, hey, there's another world out there that have traditional ways of gauging value with earning reports, price to earnings, EPS. None of that here. Oh, SEC regulation. So the manipulation is going to be there, but it's going to be much more controlled, and it's not going to be as bad as what you see on this market. Okay, so anyway, Ripple, one more time. Same thing. It's so bad, though. The FOMO on this was way worse than Ethereum. At least with Ethereum, we could use it as a touch point. Here, it doesn't even make... You can't do it. You can't. So after the altcoin spring, which again, being redundant, the altcoin spring sprung because of the largest short squeeze in the history of Bitcoin. It was a 6 to 7 week uptrend for pretty much everything on the market before getting destroyed again. Altcoin ice age soon followed. Topped out at 420. Okay, so when we knew holding this support, we knew just from here, all this bot action couldn't break above the MAs, couldn't do anything, right? Couldn't break above the 382 at the 50% from the minor swing highs or the retrace, and we knew what would happen if we broke this area. We knew exactly where we were going. We knew real quick, real fast, we'd be going to 28 cents. Why? You just look left. There's nothing here. There's no support. Twig and thatch, the foundation you build on the beach, and then, of course, the hurricane comes. Oh wait. Oh man, that sucks. My hurricane, man. Never mind. Well, I guess that's my own fault for having it up there. The hurricane's up there for the reason of Hurricane Florence. Okay. Hey, Franklin Diaz, thanks for the sub on YouTube, the Jesus man. Look, man, when you pump like that, you're building a house on the beach with twig and thatch, and then when the hurricane comes, the correction comes after a year or two, you have nothing to fall back on, so the hurricane just comes in and destroys everything. And that's why you plummet from 42 cents to 28 cents in a day and a half. Okay. So whatever, man. God, now it's all bugged out. Not bugged out, it's just... There we go. I guess edit, transform. Doesn't matter. Okay, man, okay. So, we couldn't hold that 28 cents range for long because it was just one candle body high close. Even though it was your only one, it was bad, and we fell down to 25, 24 cents with a wick. And then the same exact thing, man, right? You had a low, a lower low, then the lowest low. What does this look like? It looks just like Ethereum. 3 pivot points, the rule of 3 with a triple MACD bullish divergence, the triple RSI bullish divergence, impending price action reversal to the upside at critical areas of support. Boom, got it. Retrace 50% of the way from the swing high up here to the swing low. Went no higher than 50%. We topped out there, and then we formed the bearish reversal pattern, that descending triangle. And then guess what happened? Oh wow! In a bear trend, our bearish pattern played out. Color me surprised. We broke out bearishly. Measure move of this pattern was down at 25 cents. That red horizontal line you can see pictured on the screen. So we hit it. We hit it like the Jesus man yesterday. Very happy about that. But then what happened when we hit our support? We had bullish divergence on both oscillators. Impending price action versus the upside. Boom, got it. But unfortunately, not doing anything special. Not making any higher highs than our previous highs. Still making lower highs. Still within the parameters of maybe this little short-term downtrend. Be interesting to see if we can break above that upper trend line of that channel, as well as break above the 28 cent mark, the 50 MA, and then if we're lucky enough, maybe we can get between the 382 and the 618, our common retrace areas. Okay, just saying. Whew. If you're enjoying this live stream, hit that like button, that bell, that sub. Thanks so much for being here, everyone. All 215 of you. Really appreciate it. Okay, seriously. I know you could be doing anything, but you're choosing to hang out with me and do technical analysis. For that, I'm quite grateful. Seriously, it's all, fun and games, but I really do appreciate all y'all. Okay. Okay, next on the list. Give me a sec. Okay, Litecoin. And it's going to be a lot right here. Okay, I know, but look. Okay, first off, we've got our shorter term downtrend. Hey, Juanita. Thanks so much, Juanita, for the sub on YouTube, the Jesus Lady. Thanks so much. Muchas gracias. Well, anyway, we know how bearish this trend is, right? Like one's in a very well-established scrub trend. It's been going on since all-time highs, since Charlie Lee said, just do it, sell everything. Okay, he did it. Light pay, fail. Okay, that failed. So, well, there's no earning report, so then what, right? So, okay, you just, based on news and sentiment, that is what dictates the price, and the sentiment is garbage in this market. So, bear trend. So we understand with the fib channel tool that we are in a downtrend. So we understand that any kind of bearish pattern we develop on retraces, major retraces, are going to be very reliable. Okay, so what happened? I'm trying to get rid of this so you can see it at least. All right. Let's try on some more music. All right, so the rising wedge after the huge impulse down. Beautiful wedge. I mean, I was really happy about it. I couldn't believe that we even actually broke out of it to the upside. But breaking out of the upside, okay, throwback, you get pullback and throwback. False breakouts happen all the time. That's exactly what we got. We actually had a false breakout of this downtrend on 0 volume. We smelled a rat. And we formed a rising wedge. Thank you, Andrew, for the sub on YouTube. So we had a rising wedge. We broke out and made a rising wedge with outside of a rising wedge exhibit, inverse exhibit. And then we had severe levels of bearish divergence with that false breakout. We even like highlighted the next day. We like looked back at the night stream or like showed that clip of me saying, when we wake up and this thing has gotten destroyed, don't say we didn't warn you. This thing got destroyed. The rising wedge measured move was at 48.80. We hit the measured move of the bearish pattern. Color me surprised. A bearish pattern playing out in a bearish market. Oh my God. So crazy, man. So crazy. Here we go. We had bullish divergence here. Broke to the upside. Made lower highs in a previous highs. Then broke down again. 1, 2, 3. Just like Ethereum. Pivoted off of the heart line of this downsloping channel that we're in, but also pivoted right around that measured move, but making lower highs again than our previous highs. That's why I had that channel plotted. But you know, you start showing few people that may not be not look, you know, they're new in here and they're like, what is all this stuff going on? I don't even understand. It's like trying to keep it as simple as possible. It's hard to do that because there is just so much going on. So now it seems like we're forming just a channel, a downsloping channel. You're always trying to look and give yourself scope of vision with those channels. They help you because you can have a downtrend and have an uptrend, and then a downtrend within an uptrend in a downtrend. Yes, trendception is what it's called. And so we are in a downtrend within a downtrend right now. Okay. That's it, man. So either way, I know you had in the shorter term the convergence, but from this impulse to this impulse, extremely lower levels of negative momentum. All right. And the same thing from the initial to the one we have now on the RSI, still showing slight levels. Hold on, maybe not. Yeah, microscopic levels of bullish divergence on the RSI as well. So death cross just happened yesterday on Litecoin right after a golden cross happened, and we talk about the golden crosses happening in bear trends. Why? Because you eventually find a major swing low. We found that major swing low and started our retrace just like Bitcoin did. And then Bitcoin even got a golden cross. It's like, it doesn't matter in bearish context. Just doesn't matter because you know in bear trends you normally set yourself up for lower prices, then you break down and you make measured moves, and then you wait for new pattern development. Okay, 80% of trading is waiting. Swing trading, that is. Okay. Anyway, just gonna look through some chat again, okay? And thanks again for the 214 people tuned in right now. Really appreciate it. Yeah, J-Man, the stock market is sexy. It's super sexy. Well, you know, some sectors are not. Like social media is terrible. Semiconductors are getting hit pretty hard too. But then besides EA, video games are looking good. Apple sold off today on, you know, the big conference, the big thing they did. Wow, they had like what was it? 157,000 people watching them on YouTube Live today. Crazy, man. I haven't bullish divergence on the 4 hour 11:30. Sorry, this is like 9 minutes ago. I was probably, I don't even know what I was looking at. Maybe Ripple before. Thanks, Franklin Diaz, for the sub, man. Really appreciate that. He says he's got that bell on. Most grateful, dude. Thank you. Oh, there's Exposed, man. What's up, dude? And hello, Jurgen. The XRP pump? Yeah, pump. Alright, whatever. You can call it that, I guess. Bitcoin Jesus, man, says he's glad he subscribed. Well, I really appreciate that, man. Thank you, dude. To Jesus, man. And there is the Crypto Yeti. Sorry, almost through this chat, alright? Thanks, Eric Caffeine. Love that last name. You know I do. Since we touched the 80% loss from our all-time high on market cap, how much lower can we go, Fearless One? We're back to the mean. That's exactly where we are. You know, before the ICO, no, what was it? Before November of last year, we were like always at like sub 200 billion market cap, like always. Very seldom did we ever get over 200 billion before that, before the great FOMO of 2018 or 2017, excuse me. And so we're just back to, that's what we call it. That's why I call it the altcoin ice age, because that's what an ice age does. It resets all climate on the planet. We're going through an ice age right now. Thanks, Mr. Skywalker, man, the Jesus man. Oh yeah, the Mohammed, the wash trading. I think the Korean won pair, Bitcoin with the Korean won pair, there was also a lot of wash trading, I believe. I don't know, was that another movie title you heard? Wheelo Crypto Man? I don't know, dude. Caroline says, thank you, Mitch Ray, for the review. Lessons in chat. You gotta get some sleep. Alright, man, have a good night. Sleep well, Caroline. Hello, Earth, yeah, man, welcome. Keltron, hello. Prediction on Litecoin in 3 months. Don't really do the 3-month thing, 6-month, year thing, man. Too many variables in the midst of that to say, you know, that I'm not going to speculate, because that is speculation. It'd be me guessing, okay? We like using technical analysis to let us know what's going to be coming in the next week or two or whatever, right? We're looking for the bottoms and tops. That's what we do in this show. Hey, K-Sep, C-Cap, sorry, trying to, thank you for the sub on YouTube, the Jesus Man, thank you, dude. But again, the beauty is, like, this show, a lot of other shows will be happy to give you a Litecoin price prediction, right? Most use it as clickbait in their stupid videos, right? Like, oh my god, Litecoin in December gonna be at 200 again or something, right? Based on no technical analysis, just based on stuff. Normally it's like this, man, right? You go to most other streams or YouTube crypto videos, what do you always see? This is the joke of the day. Okay, man, here's CoinMarketCap, dude. Oh my god, let's read out all CoinMarketCap stuff, man. Look, this is why Litecoin's going to $200. Okay, man. Okay. All this stuff, man. Whatever. A bunch of filler words and crap. Clickbait. Wow, man. I've been left wanting. No, thank you. We just don't do that on this show, alright? Any thoughts on when the stock market may top out? There you go, man, Devin. It's very, very difficult to find the top. Very, very difficult. And that's why it's fun and good going long in extremely bullish conditions and going short in extremely bearish conditions. Hey, Rob N. Good to see you, dude. Raul, hello. Glad you're here, man. Just getting through the chat, all right? I've been live for an hour and 45 minutes now. Yeah, crypto is already in the midst of changing the world, D-Tiller, but not on a, not the way Apple is, right? And it's very, very, primitive right now. Of course, you've got these third-gen cryptos with the technology and stuff, but again, it's just going to take time. And unfortunately, the way it's probably going to go, the way it could go and will go, is these, tremendously wealthy, large corporations on the stock market. They'll just pay a lot of money and get their own built, their own decentralized currency built for their own platform, whatever, and they'll start providing services with blockchain. All right, notice how like HubSpot, CRM, all these different, Apple, they use cloud networking, right? The cloud network storage and all that. That will soon become a thing of the past. You'll have cloud network with blockchain, right? And then there'll be companies that will come out, they'll IPO, that they're doing, that as a service. Okay, we're going to use blockchain to protect all your stuff and storage and all that. Okay, great. I'm going to pay you a monthly subscription. Okay, it'll make money, revenue and all that. That'll happen in the future. And I think that'll be another really cool thing that'll happen. But right now, I don't know how this is all going to end for these projects. Okay. What's up, Mr. Node It All? Are you a miner, or are you just like Fibonacci nodes? Okay, let us know. Troffles TV, I stream twice a day, one at 5 Eastern and the other at 11 Eastern. Hope that helps, Troffles. Thanks for being here, man. Do I think it's possible or likely Ethereum to go on a run without Bitcoin leading the way? They have definitely had a lot of separate price action, have they not? Ethereum's definitely tanked much. Look, Ethereum's chart compared to Bitcoin's chart for the year of 2018, much different. Okay, now Bitcoin's been up and down, but it's found supports, along between that 5,700 and 6,000 range all year. And Ethereum, none of that. Like its most previous major swing low that we just had, like yesterday or 2 days ago, is the lowest low of the correction of 2018. So it's not like they're tethered together anyway, based on just looking at the chart for this year. So, of course, it could, because it already has. It's already gone on a run per se, which is a bearish run, right? Without Bitcoin. Hello, Ferreo. Good to see you, man. Ferrero. Do I think Ethereum will bottom quantify mining? I think that unless all the projects on its platform go to zero and cease to exist, it'll always have some sort of price. Okay, whether it's $10, $200, $100, $1,400, it's always gonna have a price until they're all gone in zero, and then Ethereum will go to zero after that. But until all the projects are gone, it'll have a price. So yes, it'll probably bottom at some point. How do I find the Ferreo? It's very easy, man. Just look, man. Just use your standard MACD. Use the cogwheel, format, cogwheel, whatever. Click it. It's so simple. Make sure your sources close. Style. Just unclick your signal and MACD. Get rid of them. I don't use the signal and MACD lines. Not my thing. Not my thing. I don't do it. It's not part of my strategy. Choose Instagram. High sensitivity to rate of change. Helps me a lot. Okay. Thanks, John Miller. I really do appreciate the kind words. I will. I'll keep it up, man. Y'all keep showing up. I'm going to keep showing up, all right? That's how it works. What do I think of Steemit, AntC? It was a decentralized platform, but not mass adopted, so there's a problem there. And that'll be an ongoing struggle, AntC, to get that to become... That's competing against YouTube. You're competing against something that is bigger than cable, AntC. That's tough for Steemit. But, with that being said... It's kind of weird that it's like if you have your user login and password, if you lose it, it's gone. If you lose it, you've lost the entire account. That's not good either. That's not good for Think about if your Google was like that. Hey man, you had this Google account for 12 years and well, I forgot the password. Well, I'm sorry, you cannot recover it. You are screwed, Aunt C. You probably not like that. So that's kind of what Steemit's got right now, okay? Just trying to get through all this chatter, right? Just working on it. What do I think about Poly? I don't know. We've got a guy who evidently Polyrath, Polycoin, whatever. Oh my god. I don't know, man. It pumped and dumped. I don't know much about it on its project. I just know its chart is as scrubby as most of the rest. Oh god. Rick Richardson. Here's an example right here, man. Areas to short here or here. You can layer in here or here. It doesn't matter. When you have the coinciding variables of the bearish patterns in the downtrend on a false breakout with bearish divergence on the MACD and the RSI, that was the time to short. And then your measured move was the target. Oh god, it was really like this, okay? Very, very bread and butter, run-of-the-mill, top of the wedge in a bear trend short setup, okay? And this is probably why we had the false breakout like that, to probably stop out a bunch of people. People probably got really stopped out here because it was just so clear. And you just had that pullback, that throwback that really, really probably screwed a bunch of people. And that's why sometimes you got to just either layer in and have a looser stop. And then, hey, we keep, look, I mean, you didn't really get the bearish, here's the thing, you did not get the bearish divergence until you were outside of the wedge. So that should have tipped you off. Okay, we formed another rising wedge with bearish divergence. Outside of it, no, man, no freaking way. So 2.7 to 1, risk reward. Anything between, 2.1 is, 2 to 1 is okay. It's fine. 3 to 1's optimum. Because that means you don't have to win as many trades as you would have to if you had a 2 to 1 risk to reward. So there you go, Rick Richardson. I hope that helped, man. Okay. Hey, it's G, man. What's up, dude? Sorry, my eyes, my contacts. Hold on a sec. I'm like really thirsty. I gotta get some water. I've been live for a while. Just give me a second. What would be a good indicator to enter a short on Ethereum again, Victor? Not just one indicator. The whole point of TA is using multiple indicators, coinciding variables, Victor, man. So you want to see a bearish pattern develop over the course of a couple weeks, so it's a strong, reliable pattern on a significant time scale like the 4-hour. You want to get bearish divergence, making higher highs in that bearish pattern on both oscillators. You want to be maybe making a false breakout of the pattern or of a channel with no volume. That will tip you off that we're about to get wrecked. Okay. Hope that helps, Devin. Let me know, man. Okay. HG, will we rise? I mean, we're rising somewhat, but on scrub volume, so it could get wiped out if someone wanted it to. Okay. HG says, let's party, man. Should we party? I don't know, man. I just don't know. Partied hard. That, what was it, 9-hour stream I had a few days ago. Still kind of feeling it, right? Well, yeah, absolutely, Supermarket Man. Ferraro, right back at you, man. Mr. Onion, thanks so much, man, for the kind words, man. Appreciate that a lot, okay? If I had to choose, Matt Thompson, God, someone putting a gun to my head, man. If you don't choose, you will lose your life. What altcoin? I don't know. Maybe just Binance? You think Twitch will give YouTube a run for its money? YouTube's actually ripping Twitch a new one. So, you know, and YouTube has a extremely large, like, I guess it's like a much more concurrent viewers for live streams now. Well, maybe, see, the thing is, like, YouTube has fostered a culture of static videos. Shoot. No!
Just tuned in. Did we do VeChain doing things? I need Moon Lambo spoon fed from Daddy Ray.
Is that a joint?
VeChain doing things.
Yes, we did do VeChain doing things, I think. But we can do it again, man. For Dirty Dingo. Thanks for the $4.20. The Jesus, man. Screw it, let's go to it right now. Who cares? I love it, though. I love the way it's respected the charts so freaking much. It makes me want to cry. Tears of happiness. Even though it's, again, no one's ever happy something breaks down bearishly, of course, and loses value. I'm not saying I'm happy about that. I'm happy about the charting and how it played out the way we thought it would, right? We had a triangle, but then things changed. We kept breaking to the upside, and we formed an exhaustion pattern. What was the exhaustion pattern? The rising wedge pattern. Near the top, could not touch it. Huge breakdown, broke out more. The measured move of this pattern from the breakout was at 1.162 cents. Touched it perfectly and bounced. And it seems like we had a 3 white soldier reversal pattern. But since we had that reversal pattern, right? What's 3 white soldiers, man? Pretty simple, man. Got an example. 3 white soldiers, right? Where you just have 3 large candles that the opens and closes are very close to each other. And that's it. It's just 1, 2, 3, and then it should just signify a reversal. Well, we got it, but to how high we go is not determined by anything, just because you had this pattern. Currently, right now, we just had a double top, bearish inside bar right at the 20 MA, right after testing this upper trend line of our channel we're in, the channel that helps us understand that we're in a short-term bear trend, and it will be respected. It is being respected right now. Volume's mediocre, not doing anything really. But the thing to take from this is how much we respected a beautiful exhaustion pattern, hitting the measure move like the Jesus man, and it just so happens this time we use that as the actual pivot point to run up. But to make lower highs than our previous highs, not even close, okay? That's your vet. Dingo boy, thanks again for the 420. Did that satiate your need for VeChain?
VeChain doing things.
John Laura, thanks for the $1 contribution. I saw that. You can't sneak that past me. Thanks, dude. What do I think about Stratus? That was one of the scrubbiest performing coins I saw, and on my watch list that's very large. When I sometimes scan the charts and just update my stuff, because people will be like, "Oh, look at Stratus" or "Look at Sub" or something, and then I'll look at it and it's like pumping, making a lower high, maybe like a 382, 50% retrace from its previous swing highs. And then I'll never hear about it again. No one will request it again for me to chart it on stream. And then I'll go back to it, and then it's dumped, and it's like, okay, yeah, it made a lower high. Who cares? Yeah, Desi, I'll get to it. Sorry, I'm trying to manage charts and chat. Yeah, so yeah, we just hadn't really revisited that. Maybe we should think about that, Ant C, man. Thanks for reminding me, dude. Just checking in, Ole Miss versus Alabama. What about it, John Laura? What about it? Alabama's going to destroy Ole Miss with no defense. Ole Miss that has no defense, that's bowl banned because of stupid, coaching administrations. Hugh Freeze and all his cheating cohorts. What is it? Choo-chit detailer? Is this true, man? What's my definition of a scrub? A very, very well-established, long-standing bear trend, making lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, and preferably what is optimum for the scrub coin is lowest lows of all time. Okay, breaking below inception prices. That really helps it become a scrub coin, John Lara. Okay. GM, I mean, I can add it to the list, Jalen, man. I'm working hard, man. Been working, busting it tonight and today. We've had several very focused days of charting. So what Vet would need to do, what we'd want to see it do, is break out of this channel on volume. And then what we could do, in fact, since maybe if this was in fact the major swing low, from a swing high to swing low, we could look for targets, so we could say between the 382 and the 618 would be good areas where we could run to before possibly breaking to the downside again, if that's the way it was going to go, if we truly were bearish. Because remember, how did all this happen? It all happened because of a huge, major breakdown in price. This was the impulse. So all we're doing, we're making lower highs than our previous highs. That's all we're doing, man. Okay? So that's it, man. And we could probably adjust our fib channel tool now and make this the second touch point. We can see what that gave us. Give me a sec. This will be interesting to see. Hold on. Some respect. Not seeing much respect on this. So all we're doing is just using touch point 1 and 2 and 3 on the bottom to see if yeah, oh yeah, we were using the 70% trend line here, support, and now we're up here chopping around it. So we'll see how this plays out anyway. It could help us determine supports, resistances in the future. Okay, we'll leave it alone like that. Sweet. Gosh, man, so many charts, so much time has gone by. Okay, Tesla. Let's go to the daily. On the daily, extremely bullish trend that you are in, that you've been in for many years. February 14th, touch point 1 and 2 up here, 3 and 4 and 5 on the bottom. As you can see, what we did, we touched this like the Jesus man and ran up, oh my god, to all-time highs before tanking, falling out of the channel, gapping out of this well-established multi-year channel before, and we discussed we were at the bottom of the wedge. We knew we could come right back up, fill the gap. We didn't even fill the gap. We just gapped back up. And now we have broken out, as of a couple days ago, we broke out of the falling wedge pattern. Then we back tested it. This is in the daily too. So we back tested, break hook, and not quite a go because it seems like you opened a little bit higher, so you didn't really engulf the doji here. But now it's like you're to the upside now. And remember, target. Do we have it? Let me see here. I think we did. Okay, so a target here, swing on a swing low. You'd be looking for $319 or $335 as a secondary target if this was to play out. A falling wedge, a bullish reversal pattern, and a very bullish trend. Could happen. It's Tesla. Tesla's nuts. Extremely volatile, condensed volatility. And currently what I think is happening is we have a right-angled and descending broadening formation, which is overall a bullish pattern. Okay. and we were unable to break down to touch the bottom, this could in fact be what we would call maybe a partial decline. Ran up here, broke down, could not touch this bottom area, so might have a nice rally. Who knows? But I'm just saying it's a bullish trend, bullish pattern, and a bullish pattern within a bullish pattern. That's a freaking exhibit meme, man. Bullish within bullish within bullish within bullish, man. But again, that's just the TA, okay? You also have Elon Musk getting high on Joe Rogan, okay? You also have to deal with that variable, which I don't know how that's going to be. You know, it was interpreted very bad, but you hit oversold territory for the first time since April, and that's when you bounce. As soon as you hit that oversold territory, huge bounce. So target would be 319 from a falling wedge trade. Okay, falling wedge trade. See at 319 and possibly 335. Okay, I'm just saying. Just playing it completely objective as I would look at this like on any other chart. Same thing. There is no motion here. It's just candles. Beautiful though. You gotta love this trend. The Jesus man. Of course, John B, man. Really do appreciate that, man. Of course, Mohammed, dude. I'm just glad y'all are here, okay? And showing your support. The construction on Tesla in northern Nevada has slowed big time, I'm sure, man. They blow a lot of money. A lot. Billions of dollars they blow all the time. Okay. I was trying to get comfortable. Oh, wow. We missed it. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for, again, your local on the 8s. Oh, I like that. I like the Jesus chimes with the... Hey, Darlison, thanks for the sub on YouTube, the Jesus person. Really appreciate that. I really like the local on the 8s with the Jesus chime chorus, man. Wonderful. Okay, Bitcoin continuing to struggle at that 236 fib node. It seems we're using that as resistance right now on low volume. Makes sense. The bots recognize that and they're respecting it. Go figure. Go figure. Tesla on the 1 day. Interesting island reversal. Well, Crypto Cutter, I thought the island reversals are normally well-established islands that are kind of rounded, right? Where you'll the island bottom reversal where you'll break down and then you'll gap down and then you'll do this and then you'll gap right back up like that, and that's normally what the island bottom reversal or island top reversal would look like. Normally a sustained amount of days. You don't normally see it in 1 day. Okay, I think that's like a abandoned baby who you're talking about, maybe, right? Anyway, descending rounding wedge breakout on scrub volume, so not much of a breakout at all, kind of a walkout. And struggling at the 50 MA, struggling at the 236. These are areas of adversity that are going to be tough to break with bot volume. You must get more volume, more bot volume, please. If we're to be Kangs and run up to the 6600 area, this must be broken. If you can break this, smooth sailing up that level. I'm telling you. It won't be too difficult. Now, you'll have that overhead resistance, I believe, at 65.38, which is the highest high of all the chop since our impulse down. That will be tested too. And remember, why do you not make measured moves of patterns on breakouts? Because overwhelming resistance on the way up. That's it. Oh, no, I mean, look, I get it. You know, I'm 2 hours and 9 minutes in the stream. I get people still requesting. I've got so many on the chart or on my list still. I don't even know how I'm going to get to all of it. All right, so thanks so much for the 187 people still tuned in between Twitch and YouTube. I'm really, really grateful for each and every one of you, and thanks so much for all the new subs tonight. I know streaming every night and day. It's all about getting that exposure, right? People just don't know I exist, right? And I think since we started streaming, we picked up just about 40 to 50 subs tonight in this 2 hour stream. So truly grateful for all of you, okay? Big deal. The island, hold on a sec. Just find an example. Ah, man, look. Mr. Cartier. Mr. Cartier. Here it is. Multi-day island reversal bottom. Gap down, island, gap up. The whole, like, pretty much the psychology of it is you just, you crap around. Normally all gaps fill, right? So this gap, you know, sometimes they don't fill, right? Like we just saw, which is true. That was, that played into what you were talking about. That characteristic of the island bottom. But normally it's just like you find a bottom and then the change in momentum becomes clear to people watching this thing, where you start making higher lows, and that's when you just say, okay, clearly we're not going to lower prices, so we're just going to gap back up. Okay. Bill Bones, man, really do appreciate the kind words, and thanks for the advocacy to your friends that need their Lambos. Okay, man. So Crypto Profits, man. Have a good one, Greg. Have a good one, man. Energy drinks? Oh, God. Okay, so, one thing I want to say before I get out of here is, if you do want to support this channel, if you want to see me continue coming back every day, every night, to give you free coin requests, stock requests, currency requests, education sprinkled in all over, I think the best way to do that is to join our Patreon. And we've got trade setups, education, rich videos done by Drist, and then you get the amenities of our Discord. And that's another thing. Make sure to join our Discord if you want to continue the conversation after this stream ends. That's the place to do it, in the Discord, my Discord. Okay, so yeah, really do appreciate each and every one of y'all. I can't believe how many new subs we picked up tonight, and I'm very proud of each and every one of y'all. So I'll be back tomorrow, 5 Eastern, like always. It's been a pleasure. So until tomorrow, respect the TA.